I believe in God. No God in particular. I know God's with me. It's the 4th time I tried to make this video. When I first started making it, I just started my cigar. Now it's almost done. I made one that worked really good, and I had to, or actually I didn't have to, I just made a mistake and I accidentally deleted it, so here we go again. But yeah, my experience with God in a nutshell is basically, I was raised by 2 pretty much agnostic parents. My mother has a belief in God, but I think that she doesn't really know exactly what it is. I have an aunt that was very religious, or still is, and whenever I go to her house, she'd always take me to church, and it was Baptist, fundamentalist Baptist, I believe they call themselves. So that was pretty much my only experience with God. I did go to some YMCA camps when I was younger, 12, 13 years old, and they taught me about Jesus and all of that, and I really got into it. I got into it a lot. Loved it. And as I got older, though, started watching the news, pretty much lost my belief in God. And it still brings up the same questions that I had then today. You know, when I watch the news and I hear about stories like Andrea Yates. I actually live a mile away from where Andrea Yates lived. For anybody, for whatever reason, doesn't know that name, she's a lady here in Houston, Texas that had 6 children, and drowned all of them in her bathtub. It's hard for me to hear stories like that and think or believe that there was a God that would allow things like that to happen. Very, very difficult for me to conceive that. However, what got me to start believing in God, when I was 17 years old, I had a problem with drugs and alcohol. Lots of airplanes tonight, not sure why. Anyway, I had a problem with drugs and alcohol. Joined a 12-step program, and I haven't had a drop of alcohol or any mind-altering chemicals since then. That was over 10 years ago. Actually several of the steps, the 2nd step in particular, says that we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Now that doesn't say God, but that definitely implies God. And what I was told was that I needed to sit down and come up with a God of my own. Not any God that anybody taught me, but a God of my own. And the only requirements is that I had to be loving, caring, and greater than myself. And I needed to make a list of all of the things that I wanted in a God, and all of the things that I was taught to believe in God that I didn't like. And all those things I didn't like, rotted up, thrown in the trash, and tell my God, that is not you. That is not what I believe. And pretty much still my beliefs today. I've had several experiences, some, quote, burning bushes that I don't really want to get into right now, but I've had many experiences that has helped confirm my belief in God. But one of them is right here next to me, my children. My children, Caleb, Marion, watching them grow from little bitty babies that I could hold in my hands to where they are right now, learning how to talk and walk and all of that, you know, it's definitely helped me believe.
Thanks to God.
My biggest problem with religion, and since that experience and getting clean and working the program and everything, I've gone to many different churches, many different denominations of Christianity. I've practiced and experimented with many pagan religions, and they're very different than most people conceive them to be. My favorite one was the sweat lodges that I went to with the Lakota Sioux. Very beautiful religion, and I enjoyed that very much. But my number one problem with religion is that all of them know that they are right and everybody else is wrong. And whoever does not believe in them will perish for all eternity, is what most religions believe, at least. Christianity in particular thinks that if you don't say Jesus Christ, then you're going to burn in hell for all eternity. I refuse to believe that. And I refuse to believe that a God that loves me, cares for me, and everybody else on this planet would throw somebody into the pit of hell for all eternity because they said Buddha instead of Jesus. And, you know, if that is the one and only God that's out there, it's not a God that I choose to worship and believe in the first place. I don't have a religion. I'm somewhat anti-religion. I don't like the judgmental part of religion, and that's my beliefs today. Thanks.